Thank you very much. In one of my videos, before I go ahead, in one of my videos, I had promised the people watching us that you will spice up the introduction. Yeah, make it a bit, give it some fire. Yeah.
I thought I had just how do I, you can give me the wording?
Like last time, you know, things happen. It can't be business as usual. Yes, spice it up a bit.
The very extremely famous Kasuku is the next question.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Natasha. Let me first stand up. Good afternoon, Mama Janet. Yeah? No, I wanted to greet Mama Janet when I'm standing. Yeah. Good afternoon, Mama Janet.
Get the microphone that can allow you to stand. Give him a microphone, please. Press unit.
You can use this one. It's okay, it's working. It's working.
This is a press team.
Hello? Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Jemuri Banange? Good afternoon, Mama Janet. This is my first time seeing you. So yes, like one-on-one, because now you're seeing me, I'm seeing you. So maybe you've been seeing me when I don't see you. Yes, so why I chose to begin with you, I'm an orphan. Yes, my Jaja, my father and mother died when I was a little boy. Now, the last person who has been with me, my Jaja, died just 2 weeks ago. Yes. So, I said now that I've seen you, I want to talk to you about my issues as an orphan. Since you are our mother,
yes.
So I'm asking for some appointment. I come, we sit, we eat, we drink, and I tell you some of my issues as an orphan. Banaye wabi, nsaba busabi mama.
Okay, Irene is right. Irene, please take Mr. Kasuku.
Obugalo wanange, esawa yonna. Yes, thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. President. You usually call me Katende. I told people out there, I told them you're my friend. And I've been, the last time I was here, you promised us things. Yes. Bachiri! So, I've been, everywhere I passed was saying, President yakuwa ebintu byaffe. I told them mulindeko twali mu kamera. So they told me lero bw'ogenda enkalu zaffe bazikuwe. So I said fantastic, fantastic. And now that aside, I think if I am given another chance, then I'll speak on behalf of most of us here, because we have another message we want to give you, Mr. President, before you leave. But today, you started out with the fundamentals, the sectors that drive the economy and, you know, our way of life. You talked about agriculture, you talked about manufacturing, you talked about service, that is hospitality, tourism, music, the creative arts, and then you talked about ICT. So like I was here last time, I was trying to sell to you the idea of the digital economy. The digital economy is employing so many youth. Unfortunately, I don't know how they explained it to you. The last time we were with you, it looked more like you guys are rumor mongering. You're just moving around, you really don't have direction. But we have so many youth earning from the digital economy. And by the digital economy, I'm talking about digital content creators. There's the high end, the guys that deal with the internet and the connections and all that. Then there's us, the final level here. I worked in print, the newspaper. I've worked there. I've worked on radio. I've worked on TV. But I'll tell you, Mr. President, the biggest job I've done that has sold me to the world, that has given me some money, has been on social media, on the digital. I didn't have it in my dreams that one day I'll meet you. I think I've met you once. I was a young boy, P3 at Kabojja, Mugwanya. We had gone for the trade fair, and you were there, and I'm one of the people you shook hands with. And of course, I was a celebrity at school. So, but since then, we've had people who have been coming, of course, But the moment I started YouTube, TikTok, the whole country got to know me. The people around you picked interest. They're like, well, this guy is doing something different that maybe, you would want to know about. And so when we got to the fundamentals you talked about, we come in terms of promoting. For example, we've gone to your farm. You told us the cows are for ghee. But when you make that ghee, you need to sell it to the people. So what for us we do, basically, in terms of content creation, we are going to show people how these farms, how these cows are looked after from birth to when they produce. So we, tusomesa analunde ente. Like you see the way you tell us about the 4-acre model. Kati ffe tulaga omuntu okusinziira ku muntu wa bulijjo nga tetwogedde luzungu lungi oba ki ne tumulaga nti ente eno ogikwata booti n'ogirabirira booti okutuusa weetandika okuwa amata gano bw'ogajjamu ogakola otya okufuuka omuzigo omulungi. Kalali ne tulyoka tugamba abantu nti omuzigo guno ate mulungi mujje mukole ki mugugule. Kati kyetugezaako okusaba Mr. President nti abaana bafunayo ku ssente mu bintu bino bye bakola, naye beetaaga omukono gwo mu gavumenti eno eddako gy'ogenda okukola. Beetaaga balabe nti gavumenti ebawagira, kuba nabo balina ebintu bye bakola oba ate bye bayinza okukola okwongerayo obubaka bwa gavumenti mu bantu. Naddala kati guno omulembe ng'ebintu ebisinga bizze ku ssimu. Kati bw'otunuulira abaana nga bano bw'obalaba, bw'ogenda ku buli omu mu real time n'obabuuza abantu bameka abalaba, bagenda kukulaga waliwo ayina omutwalo, aliwo emitwalo 10, waliwo ayina emitwalo 5, nga bonna balaba kino. Kati oli ne babeera tatudde ku TV ng'atambula n'essimu ye wano, asobola okuba nga obubaka bwo oba obubaka obulala omuntu wa gavumenti omulala oba naffe ffennyini bye tukola asobola okubeera ng'abiraba. Naye tuga nti President, twagala tukutegeeza omulimu guno ng'ovuddeko abantu bye bagamba nti abaana abali eyo bavumira okwo bakola ki. Abavuma be batini, naye abaana bangi kuno kati kwe bajja akasente, abatundira engoye ku ssimu, abatundirako ennyama, abantu bakolerako delivery, enviiri, ebintu bingi ebigenda okwo. Kwegamba kye nali ngezaako kutegeeza mukama waffe nti yesebo kati nga tusaba tulabe tuyinza tutya okutandika okubeera nti tukolera wamu mutu incorporating naddala mu gavumenti ejja
we shall support you, because you see, we have been supporting like the musicians. We gave them, I think, 10 billion shillings.
Yes, Sebo.
The Kenzo and group. Now, this one here is part of sales promotion. What you call content, that packaging,
Yes,
is
Sebo.
part of sales promotion.
Yes, Sebo.
Okusiba ebintu ebyo nga abantu ne babimanya ne babigula. Is that not correct?
Yes, Sebo.
Yes, so that one should be supported. I totally agree.
Yes, Sebo. Tweyanzanye, Sebo. Tweyanzege. Era wenasemba okuba wano wali onsabye nkole.
Especially bw'oba otunda ebya wano. Bw'oba opakaginga ebya wano. That's why you become now a useful partner. Singa wali otunda ebyebweru kubitunda wano, you would be a comprador bourgeoisie. Omuntu akolera byebweru. Naye bw'oba osiba ebyaffe n'obyanjula eri Abannayuganda wano oba ab'ebweru, you are a very useful person. Tukutenda tugamba nti mulungi. I will support you. I will support you.
Tweyanzanye, Sebo. Kati
Are you well organized?
tuli organized, tulina sako weeri bulungi nnyo, tulina ekibiina ekitutwala.
Ngenda kuteeka mu billion 5.
Wangi Sebo, lindako siwulidde bulungi. Wangi Sebo,
Billion 5.
miliyoni
B.
biliyoni. Tweyanziza nnyo Sebo. Simanyi nyinza funayo kadde ki nenzija nenkusisinkanamu nenkuyisaamu ku kiwandiiko kyaffe ne tuwayamu
Bakuleete wiiki ejja.
wiiki ejja Sebo. Aha, bannaayo olunaku lwayiro twasanzaani. Kati nga sinnaba kuvaawo ndowooza Madamu Natasha nsaba kano nako kankayisizeewo ddala. Abakulu baabadde kati baŋŋambye nti bw'omaliriza ebyo byonna ate omukulu omutegeezi. Mr. President, congratulations, sir. Entandika gy'otandiseemu ekisanja kigenda tunyumira. Nkirabiddewo nebaaya kigenda tunyumira. Kati bana obugalo, our man. Aha. Kati abaana abazze olunaku olwaleero tubadde twegaayamu ne baga nti President munnyonnyole fo ekamodo nga bw'abitunnyonnyola kino ekisanja ekijja asooka atukwatireko atute fe abazze leero buli omu kale bana mubeere bakakkamu. I have this. Baŋŋambye ŋŋenda kukomawo. Katusooke tumalirize. Mulindeko. Katusooke tumalirize. Thank you, Your Excellency. I will be waiting to see you next week in a new suit.
No, what you are talking about is not something new, because in the past it was called advertisement. The companies will spend money on the TV advertising products. Because I remember in the 1960s, in the whole of East Africa, even in Tanzania, you would hear people advertising Nateete ginger, Nateete ginger, Nateete ginger, Nateete ginger. Nateete ginger, the cloth which was being made at Nateete. When I was in Tanzania, I would hear it on the radio. So what you are now saying is that in the chain of wealth creators, a layer of operators has come up to use the social media, which is an easy way of communication, unlike the radios, the what, to package and present products to the consumers. So that's useful. So if you have got a group who are doing that, we shall support them. There's no problem at all. Okay.
Earlier when I was telling Mama that the ladies here, many of the young people have came out with their Ugandan natural African selves, with our natural hair, with trying our best. So they did this to honor you and Mama.
The what?
Our hair, our natural hair. Yes.
State House cut.
Yeah.
Mama's.
Mama Janet cut. Yes.
Very good.
Okay, so publicity, you can come and ask your question and share your name.
Yeah. Thank you, Sister Natasha. I'm very happy anytime because I have had my time because I had a big heart. So far. Mommy, how are you? How are you, Mommy? All right. Daddy, how are you today? We're President of Uganda. You know, Jaja, Publicity, Nateete. Your question now. The President, I have complained begin to now because now because the now the circle of NRM because the people are this step this have now just confirm the people now the President. That's right. Sorry? I know don't go. So the first wait. The President, your question now, because the NLM, because people right now, I have the circle because they are now the publicity, I can't get the people on the express. Now because I had that president of Uganda, I don't contact the experts. President, mbadde ntegeeza nti circle nyingi ne mama zituteereddewo mpitirivu naye nga nze publicity tezitutuukako kyembadde ngezako siba omukulembeze gwange okutegeeza lwakuba ndowooza akisenti yange yetawanyiza abantu abamu.
Sakoza ki?
President, Mama Janet yateerawo sako nga bw'ogamba tulinayo sako omwana ono muzzukulu gye yateekawo MP Erubaga gundi MP waffe Mbazira alina sako abakyala ekulembera abakyala Mama yateerawo Mama Janet naye so far because there are people like our friends that are now publicity Nateete and don't life of world but happen by bad. Don't continue now a good chance the president of Uganda. Era njagala kutegeeza president nali mu covid n'enkuba omulanga ensi yonna neevaayo ate nawe nonjogerako kukyutayo noga publicity happened now because I'm very people that are president rero ngenda okumanya nti mami wange yanzala mu family eri loko over family y'omukisa that connected now because the publicity Nateete. Sister Natasha, mukama katonda akumpangalize bwe bali kundowoozaako. Ekibuuzo naki?
Can you just ask the question? What is the question? Ask in Luganda.
Oluganda, accent y'Oluganda.
If you're finished, it's okay. You can. It's okay. It's okay. You can sit. Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know who can translate that. Maybe Kasuku, can you translate for us what he was asking?
Okay, Publicity Nateete was saying there are circles that Mama Janet put, I think in Lubaga, to help women. I think there's a gentleman called Mbazira who is in charge of those circles. But he says some people are not getting the money. So that is what he was trying to say. Pardon?
No, Mbazira, the boy of Rubaga.
Yeah. Then he also said that during COVID, he called out to you, President, and you wrote on Twitter that you were one day going to meet him.
Sure.
I think he had, yeah? So he's thanking you and he's saying he's here. Right now. I don't know if you remember. During COVID times.
You organized for me to meet him like in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but
what happened to the circle of Rubaga?
Pardon?
What happened to the circle of Rubaga?
He was saying that some people are not getting the money.
Is it because Mbazira is diverting it? Or
No. Publicity. Soko je. Jango chingambe mu Luganda nkyogere mu Luzungu. Kati ogambye nti sako baziteekawo naye abantu abamu tebafuna ssente. Kati yogera mu Luganda. Yogera Luganda.
Mama Janet yateerawo sako naye ng'abantu abamu naddala mu muluka gwaffe oba mu Lubaga tebitutuukako. Nganze Publicity Nateete President. Anytime I'm very poor, I'm very tired. The support is in I'm serious, the President.
Kati tezibatuukako kubanga baziba oba tezimala.
Omukulembeze programu zonna nziwulira. Programu zonna tuziwulira sapo tuziwulira ne tezitutuuka kuzaaka tezimala. Don't contact and begin now to waste
I think Mzee is asking now. I know Nateete is joking around, but he's asking that what is he actually saying?
Obuzibu buli ki? Sente tezimala oba bazirya?
Tezitutuukako.
Have you gone?
That's enough. Again, tezibatuukako. So we are going to investigate. What is the matter?
Or also,
yes.
No, but
President, your question. The money they have to list of people
Nateete,
of the
thank you.
zitambulira mu bantu balala.
Okay. Webale. Ti sente zitambulira mu bantu balala tezibatuukako. Kyabadde agamba.
Abatali banaku.
Abatali banaku. Abanaku tezibatuukako.
Okay.
Yes, sebo. Kati President agambye mu wiiki 2 mukyala Natasha agenda kutwala omusisinkani. Abuza ati byaddala. Byaddala sebo. Yeah, but the question he was supposed to ask was about ideology. His earlier question was the NRM, you're always referring to the NRM ideology when you're addressing people and answering questions. Does that ideology not change even after 40 years or 60 years? How come it has stayed the same?
No, because the basics have not changed. the basics, because the NRM starts with our ideology stands on yari ku misingi esatu, three points. Number one was liberation of the whole of Africa, because the whole of Africa had been colonized by the Europeans. So we could not do anything without getting our freedom. So that's why, although by that time Uganda itself had become like the British had left, but they were still controlling many parts of Africa. So we were saying, liberate the whole of Africa. All you foreigners go, leave us alone. But after they leave, then the next question was, how do we create prosperity? Prosperity, how can people be prosperous? What I was telling you here, how can you be prosperous in a family, in a country? That's why our advice to all families was, please be involved in producing a good or a service which you sell. If you do that, like if you say, now you are talking of content. Content is now a service. You produce a good or a service and sell it. That's the only way you can get prosperity. Otherwise, how else do you get prosperity? Okusabiriza tosobola kujja mu prosperity. So, if you produce a good or a service, then the next question is, who buys it? Akatale. That's why twazimula tribalism. In the 60s, people were talking of tribes, Buganda, Ankole, Lango, and so on. Nefe nitubizimula. Nitugamba nti Emunyankole, who wants to be prosperous, will produce milk, beef, bananas, but the Banyankole don't buy from him. Abanyankole tebamugulako. Kulwaki kubanga Abanyankole balina ebifaanana ebyalina. They have the same products. So bani abamugulako, people from other parts of Uganda. So that's why we are saying, because we want to create prosperity, we need to emphasize Uganda. Uganda egenda kugasa omuna Uganda okusinga amawanga wangawe. That's why we said patriotism. Love Uganda. Kulwaki kubanga ogyetaaga. You need Uganda. The tribes are there, but if you emphasize them, you may not get the prosperity you are looking for. So that's why then netusanga nga bwetubadde twogera wano nti nakatale ka Uganda tekamala. You have diverted him. So we found that nakatale ka Uganda tekamala. Twetaaga katale ka East Africa. Twetaaga katale ka Africa. So that's why we were saying the second point is Pan-Africanism. Love Africa. Why? Because you need it. Bw'oyagala kubeera obulungi, weetaaga Uganda yegatte, ate yegatte ne Africa. economically, and in some cases also politically, and then so on. So you cannot say ideology they are the same problems. Biringo omuntu tosobola kugamba nti enkola ye yakyuka nti omutima tegukyakola omutima nti kubanga emyaka 40 the heart is no longer heart. The heart is still the heart. Mswa still the same mswa. Yes, there are some other things which change, but there are those which don't change. What changes in this case is technology. But the needs, wealth, markets, security, tebichuka. They may take a new form, but they are still the same. And we are still pursuing them. So this is the answer to Vomutani. His name is Publicity. Oh, okay, Publicity. So the ideology can't change because the needs are still the same. Yeah. Yes, the things you sell in the market may change. For instance, in the 60s, twali tutandise okwambala esati za nylon. Nylon yali efuuse nylon. There was a fabric called nylon. Naye abantu ne basanga nti nylon si nnungi eyo ne bagirabira. Ne tudda ku cotton, ate oluvannyuma ne bateeka cotton ne bagigatta ne polyester, kati kyekiriko ekyo kikyuka. Naye akatale okeetaaga. Oba otunda nylon, oba otunda cotton, akatale okeetaaga. Tosobola kugamba nti kati sikyetaaga katale. Oba nti nkooye na mwoyo gwa Uganda tudde mu mwoyo gw'amawanga ga tribes. Oba weekubye endobo. So that's what we mean by the ideology of the NRM. What else is remaining?
There is one more last question, and I think it's for Mama, and of course also from Mzee, from Lil Pazo, and you can please share your name.
Okay. Here we go.
Bas. Kongula. Banaye nga bwe mukuba engalo kino tekituukikako. Munjagalizeeko oba olumu temubanga abayimbi, ensonga lwaki mbayimbi. Nze Katonda yanjawudde nampa omukisa nzijebwa omuleero. Ndabe Jajja mwami mu buntu. Oluvannyuma lw'abayimbi okunnemesa. Jajja nnoze gw'olaba ndi mukubi wa ndongo. Bw'oba obadde obanyi b'akamiliyoni bakezo bebekulu n'ekusaasira. Nsaba onoonyereze ku gwe bayita Lil Pazo Nabe. Maama nkulamusizza. Era bwe nabadde nzija nagambye sijja kujja ngalonsa. Nagenzeeko mu studio olukuba n'endukaabya. Kansooke nkuteeremu.
Saba Jajja
kyandi ku mutima. Kaakati Jaja ndaba wano nemeseddwa. Abayimbi boolaba wonze tebandabirawo ddala. Mwannyinaze Natasha njagala okwebaza wano leero bwe sivaawo na mukisa nvaawo na kisiraani. Nyina abagoberezi bangi mu ggwanga lino bwe naaba nvudde onaabuuza nti lunnaba abagoberezi abalina bannange sibalina. Bwe nali njogera ne Kasuku oyo tulina omukutu gwe tubeera bagwagala nnyo e Bulaaya ne mu ggwanga lino Jjajja ly'okulembera. Nagamba abantu nti nze bwe ndikusanga sirinyereka siritya nja kwogera ekindi ku mutima. Ekindi ku mutima Jjajja nsabayo ku kasente embeera yo. Njogedde mazima simanyi oba ndiddamu kulaba simanyi oba omukisa ndigufuna. Olumu nagenda okulembeka eggulu ebyenda byakomawo biri kungulu baasala olubuto okuva wano. Waliwo ababeera banjeeya nti bampa ebyenda simanyi oba byawona oba tebyawona. Kaakati Jjajja nakuba kampeyini.
Wali mu ddwaliro?
Nagenda eggulu eyo ewa General Salimu Saleba promota wabaweera akasente nange nendowooza banampa naviirayo awo. Navaayo ebyenda biri kungulu. Ne bannongoosa simanyi oba natereera oba saatereera. Mukama y'amanyi. Kampeyini ze tubaddemu Jjajja ze wawanguliddemu akalulu ku percentage ey'owaggulu. Nakubye ebidongo nga bwe njogera ab'amawulire nimbye. Navaayo nzirugala nga nninga kkoni. Ze nanga ndi nti naguba ebigere nga byazimba. Negezaako kuba amasimu benkubira nga tebakwata. Ne ngamba Mukama lwali kumpa Jjajja ndijja. Jjajja neetaaga ku mukono gwo ku buyambi nange ngende neeyagaleko nga baakamiliyoni nga bakkenzo nga baakusaasira abaana abo Jjajja obawadde obulamu. Naye siri mujega bwe nabadde nzija sazze kusabiriza nazze ompa omukono nempita n'ensonga zange ziri wano nawandiise ebbaluwa zange. Ebbaluwa emu esooka wa mwannyinaze baŋŋambye oyo ajja kunnyamba sijja kubonaabona. Mrs. Nateete Kalugire mwannyina ondabiranga ddala ogundegunde maama yiino mwannyina agikuwe njikuwadde. Masera Kalekye aliwa mwannyina weebale ondabiranga ddala. Jeni Balekye Jeno Proscovia Narweso.
Pazo, little Pazo, you had a question to ask. You have a question?
Mama nze sirina.
Oh.
Saba kuyambibwa nkirina kakati bwe naayogera kiyambe ki. Naye kankiyogere ndabe kuba nasense busedda. Nja kwogera Luzungu Jjajja nsobole okutegeerekeka yadde saasoma kigenda wa maama. Uganda has been shining in recent years on continental and even global sports scene. The success allowed and make most of us proud. We fear so tutyam this success are mostly personal. Instead of being pushed by the government, when we will see more investment and focus on sports as a professional activity that Uganda can invest in and get involved into earning a big money on top of making the country proud. Mama wange govo kaddamu. Bannange nga mmaliriza Jjajja nsaba olagire enkulaba embwangu ddala kubanga nnyinza obutadda wano obulamu bwange bwonna sirina gye ndi kujja banteeke ku bagenda okukulaba amangu eddala oba wiiki eno Jjajja neenaazeeko ennaku yannomaluma dda.
Kale Gloria, on umulete one, you bring him when you bring the other one.
Mukube engalo temubanga battima nga abayimbi byange biteredde. Jjajja weebale ogunde
Goba kuzaala wa?
Banzaala Masaka. kitange yafa mwavu muzibu
Masaka
mwali mulwana ng'ali mu kuzaala yatuzaala bangi ennaku erumyezi Masaka Kaliisizo jjongoza
Kaliisizo.
weebale nnyo jjajja obwavu mbuvuddemu
Okay, Natasha.
The question, he was asking a question, well, he had a question for Mama, which I think he asked you, Mama, about the
Okay.
sports.
Okay. Okay, his question is a valid question, but it is like all the others we have talked about. Sports, when are we going to invest in sufficient funds so that more people benefit from sports? I think that's the sense of the question. Now, first of all, there was a time when Uganda was not hard at all in sports. Now, we're making moves, and you're saying you're proud of what is happening in the sports arena, and it is good. But when are we investing in sufficient funds? First of all, we believe that sports will continue to become better because we have the secondary schools who also do sports at that level and compete nationally and also regionally with football. I'm sure you've heard about that. We have those competitions with the Kenyans, with the Tanzanians, from time to time. So, at that level, we have younger people who are training in sports arena. And the ones who excel will go to the higher level. But for now, I know the country is not investing so much money because there is so much else to invest in. The budget we have has to take care of so much. So we are investing in some money in sports. Not as much as we would want, but at least we are investing some money. And we are changing the way we used to do things. People never used to plan for sports. There are so many groups, and all of them would train on their own. They would raise funds for themselves. Then when they are invited to compete at an international level, then we hear about them going to Egypt, going to Nigeria, going to some places. And sometimes we would get to hear about them. When they're already there, they have no accommodation, they have no food, I don't know what. But that was because we were not planning for sports. Now, we plan for sports at the national level. And we choose which groups to fund as a nation, because we can't fund all of them who are there. So we are becoming better by the year. Absolutely, we are becoming better, and that should be comforting to you. And as government gets more resources in our budget, we will get more funding for sports. And then we will do better even at sports, and we will get more of our young people doing better. But there is also another problem, which I had talked about earlier, about our people thinking that what others do in their countries is better than what we do here. So we don't have